Hello everyone, how you guys doing? You guys going to do? I'm doing good. So welcome back to my video session. Right, I know in front of you could see a screen. Well, I'm not gonna play any game in front of you, but now the situation today is that I'm quite disappointed. What's been happening in the Dead Life 6 game, and looking at all the videos I've been making, hardly anybody was watching them videos. And the only views I just saw, which was very few, which weren't that good anyway, it was just a Dead Life 6 story mode chapters, I think 4, 5 and 6. Yeah, that's the only views I saw in there. Now, I personally think that people don't like this game, yeah? That's why this game is not getting much views. I think I don't blame people for not liking this game. Okay, the actual game, the characters, the gameplay is, and the stage, the way they made them is very, very impressive, yeah? But the actual characters aren't. Okay, I'll explain what do I mean by that. Right now in front of me, I've got Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Okay, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, the Wiiu edition, is a much better game than Dead Life 6. Honestly, this game has amazing characters, yeah? The characters they use in this game, and whoever their father and mother and fathers are, is really, really good. They are into the real originality of who they are. But Dead Life 6 is not like that, man. It's just stupid game, man. Tekken's always been one of the best fighting games. I mean, if you look back in the 1990s, it's always been one of the best fighting games even in that time. Yeah, I mean, when we look at games like, I don't know, Guilty Gear, Street Fighters, Dead Life, Tekken, Wedge Fight, when we look at all these games, yeah, so I'm excluding, these games are not included in these games. Them games are Super Smash Bros. And Poker Tournament. In my opinion, Super Smash Bros. And Poker Tournament are one of the most amazing fighting games ever made. There is no games like these games from Nintendo. Yeah. And thirdly, we got Tekken Tag Tournament 2 as a Wii U edition. This is one of the best Tekken games as well, because when we look at Super Smash Bros., that's focused from Nintendo only. There's no other developer involved in that. Now, Poker Tournament and Tekken Tag Tournament 2 on Wii Edition is a collaboration from Nintendo and Namco. You know what? Poker Tournament and Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Nintendo and Namco, these are one of the also the finest games I've ever seen, because you're never ever gonna see a Tekken Tag Tournament 2 something to do with Nintendo. There isn't one right now. It's only on Wii U. I mean, I was convinced. Wow, well, what was Tekken Tag doing on Wii U? Have we got it yet? And it's right on the screen up there. Look at that effect. Look at these two fights. And then Kazuya looks kind of what is going on there. So this is a really epic game of Tekken Tag Tournament. So I think all three games like Super Smash Bros., Poker Tournament, and Tekken Tag Tournament 2, they're all epic games on the Wii U. I don't think any game could touch all these three games, yeah? The way I'm looking at it. None of them. They're hard to beat. I would say that. Now let's go back into Dead Life 6. Now Dead Life 6 have these Japanese characters. Obviously, all the other three games, like Tekken Tag Tournament 2, they got Japanese characters, but the mother and father in them games are strictly Japanese. But look at this Dead Life 6 game. It's a complete flipping mess up. I don't know what this Tecmo's doing. He's bloody crazy. This developer is so stupid. He's messing up his own people. Yeah? Okay, let's look at number one. Kasumi. Yeah. How original is this Kasumi character? Okay. Her father's name is Shiden. Her mother's name is Ayame. Ayame is a similar name like Ayane. Ayame is spelled like A-Y-A-M-E, where Ayane is A-Y-A-N-E. Okay, we're not going to talk about her yet right now. She's a very strange character, Ayane is as well. She's more stupid than this character. Okay, just hold on. So okay, so father's name is Shiden. Mother is Ayame. So these parents of Kasumi are both Japanese. So it makes Kasumi a pretty original character in this game. Now that is making total sense because your parents should not be mixed up. Yeah. Now let's talk about the parents when they are mixed up. Yeah. And things like that. When a person is trying to marry a person, why would he marry a person who's not even your own? Okay, you have to think like that. Why would you want to do something like that? Now, majority of times, a little boy, he's probably struggling financially. He doesn't even have a good job. It's not even permanent maybe. And it's not very good what he's earning from it. Or he's not working. Things like that. Then he could consider the option marrying a foreigner. A foreigner, yeah. Now, a foreigner is probably not going to be from your own country. Because our own country, foreigners don't marry people like that. It would be a foreigner from a different country. Yeah. Any country from around the world. Because that person wants to come into the country, you see. So, he will have a relationship with you. So, with that relationship, it's bound to work out, yeah? Because that person probably wants to come to that country. Especially, a lot of people tend to come to the UK. So, example, I'll give you one example. If there's a boy in the UK who's not very well off, his money is very low, his jobs are not constant, it keeps on like, his jobs keeps on ending because they're like, they're not like permanent jobs, they're like just few months, then it goes for another one, stuff like that. Then that person will look for a girl from a different country and he will try to join up with her. And maybe if she's similar thing like him, she's not one of as well. She probably will join. I think the people from other country will try and join with you because they want to come to the UK and they probably want to make some money and all that because the currency is quite good. Yeah, that's how it works. So I mean, you won't go and marry a different person just like that. That's what I'm trying to say. You only will marry that person if you got these problems. If both people are well off, like the girl and boy, then you probably could do it in your same country. You probably don't need to look elsewhere. Not only that, you probably wouldn't marry a different person then. You probably just marry your own person. Because you're both at the same level, you see. This marrying other people is a more focus on people who aren't very financially secure, you see. It's for people like that. That's why I think people should be doing if you want to marry somebody else apart from your own. But if you both are at the same level and you're financially quite good, then the people should marry in the same thing. Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. Anyway, so yeah, it should be something like that. And Tecmo is not understanding that. Tecmo is doing the thing that is like a multicultural society of UK. But that's England, isn't it? Why are they showing these kind of stories in their life? That's quite stupid. Yeah, they're quite dumb idiots there. Very, very dumb people. Now, that's what we know. Number 2, Ayane. This is where the confusion happens. How is Ayane a sister of Kasumi? The point here. They say that she's not the full sister of Kasumi. Yeah, it's been said that. But why is it like that? What's the reason behind that though? Why isn't she a full sister of Kasumi? That's the point here. Because Ayane has 2 fathers involved. And these 2 fathers are brothers. They're brothers, you know. Oh, that's very horrible, not very nice. But why is it like that? So her fathers are Shiden, Raidou. Yeah, that's what's happening here. But why does she have 2 fathers? That's the question here. Yeah. Now the mother is Ayame of Ayane. Ayame, whatever. It's the same mother what Kasumi has. It's the same mother. And so everything about Ayane is Japanese, I would say. From 2 mother and father. But the point is, but there's 2 fathers. What is Raidou doing in there? Raidou has the most stupidest, irritating story in this damn game. And he's the damn villain of this game, yeah? He's one of the stupidest villains I have ever seen in a video game. I'll tell you why. He's a good character. I like the character. He fights really good. He's a ninja from Mugen Tenchu as well. This guy is, yeah? Same thing like them. Which Raidou was always evil. He never liked Shiden at all. That's what was going on. So they're fighting each other and all that. And another thing about Ayane is a foster father of Ayane. You know who that is? Genra. The guy in Dead or Alive 3. You know the boss fight at the end. Right at the end. The guy with like a staff. And he's really huge. And he looks really powerful and he could do fireballs. That's a foster father of Ayane. So let's just go back to Raidou, then I'll explain about Genra as well. Raidou raped Shiden's wife called Ayame. Now do you understand? Raidou is a rapist. He's a rapist. Raidou is. He's an idiot in this game. He's a rapist, guys. So you know Shiden's wife, Ayame. Raidou raped her. It was that. And that's why Ayane has Shiden, Raidou involved in her. She's got 2 fathers. Because one's Shiden, who was the original father, but Raidou was a rapist who raped the mother Ayame. That's what is. That's why she's she's not a full sister of Kasumi. Yeah, it's like being like a half caste sister. Yeah, so that's why she's half, not full. Because Raidou's in there. Because if Raidou was not in there, she would have been a full sister of Kasumi. Well, she's not, is she? Because there's 2 fathers involved in Ayane. That's what's going on. So that's it. It's one of the weirdest, most idiotic story of Ayane as well. Because she couldn't be the full person in this game. And she's a half sister now of Kasumi. How disappointing. But she's still Japanese. Number 3 is Honoka. What the hell is Honoka doing in this? Playing the Dead or Alive 6 story. Nico tells you something in this. So I found out when Nico goes to Ayane, when she trapped her in that laboratory, she goes that Another one. She goes, what do you mean by another one? Ayane goes to her. If you remember, if anyone's played the story mode, and then she shows on the screens, Honoka. Kana Honoka is your sister. She's a sister. Yeah. The Honoka's a sister of Ayane. But is she a sister of Kasumi? No. Look how weird this story is. Hold on. First of all, we got this Kasumi as an original sister. Then we got Ayane, who's got two fathers involved in her, which makes her half sister. And then we got Honoka as well, which is another sister, yeah? Also, I think she becomes like a half sister as well, yeah? Because Ayane has two fathers, you see. That's the problem here. And Honoka has one father. Okay, her father's name is Raidou, the rapist. The Ayane and Honoka's father is a rapist. Oh, fuck off. They're both got a rapist father. How stupid is that? And her mother is Megumi Yamato. That's her mother's name, Megumi Yamato. So her parents are Japanese. All are like Kasumi, Ayane, Honoka. They all are Japanese, but their stories of the way they came into the world is stupid. Because Ayane, his father is Raidou, Honoka's father is Raidou. And both of these girls in this game, Ayane and Honoka, their father is a rapist. That's what it is. And I don't think Honoka actually knows that right now. Cadella 6, ending, like when Nico said, that's your sister, she actually told Ayane, yeah? Now, after that story, the way it was going, Ayane didn't even tell Kasumi and Hayate that Honoka is their sister. She didn't even mention anything. That was quite stupid from the ending. And then Bayman was looking after Mary Rose and Honoka. And Honoka didn't even come in the right end of the story. Look how stupid the story mode was. First of all, the Ayane didn't say nothing about Honoka to Kasumi and Hayate. And then Honoka didn't even come at the end to Kasumi, Ayane and Honoka at the end. Because they should have known that the Honoka is the sister of Ayane. But the only thing that this game story mode told us, only Ayane knows that. That's her sister now. And that was quite stupid. The ending was really poor. And Kasumi just disappears like in flowers. It's very stupid from there as well. I don't know why she disappeared again. I don't know that story from there. So that's the story of these guys, which is very weird. I mean, who wants a father who's a rapist? And what the heck? Both of these girls in this game is the one father and he's a rapist. And so that makes Honoka the half sister of Ayane. Yeah? Because Ayane's got two fathers, that's why. So she becomes a half the sister again. What the heck? She's a half sister of Kasumi. Ayane is a half sister of Kasumi. Honoka is a half sister of Ayane. What the kind of stupid story is this, man? Seriously. Look at the way this story is made about their parents. It's fucking stupid, isn't it? It's really stupid. No one's mentioned about this. Number 4. It's getting even worse. This story I didn't like at all. But we need to mention it, yeah? Number 4 is Kokoro. Yeah, the Japanese fighter who fights a bit like Akira. She does body blows and all that. Now, she's a Japanese character, isn't she? Is she really? So let's dive into Kokoro as well. Her father's name is Fame Douglas. And I'm assuming Fame Douglas is some kind of European English white character. I'm not insulting anybody, but these parent stories in this game are stupid. They're not making any sense. He shouldn't be doing these kind of things. It's okay, as I said, if it's a struggle, then you can do it. But I don't think these guys are, the parents in this game are not lower people. They're really hard people who earn good money and they're doing good jobs, I think. They're not normal people in this game. Okay? So whatever this developer is showing is all rotten rubbish. Mixing up other people with Japanese people, yeah? Father is, as I said, Fame Douglas. Mother is Miyako. Okay, she's Japanese now, yeah? So Fame Douglas is an English character. Miyako is Japanese. She's the mother. So that means Kokoro's full name is Kokoro Douglas. Now, if you play the story mode again, Nico gives a picture to Kokoro. And in that picture, Kokoro sees there's Helena in there. There's Helena. I'm not going to go through Helena yet right now. She goes to Helena. Yeah? Things like that. I think I have to go through Helena because there's something about her as well. Now, Helena is something about that character, yeah, as well. We'll make it just short track. You're going to be very surprised. Kokoro's sister, because in the picture, when Kokoro goes to Helena and she shows that picture to her, she goes, where did you get this from? She actually says that. The story mode told you that. And then Kokoro goes to Helena. Nico gave it to me. And then Kokoro goes to Helena. Why are you in this picture? But when she tells this whole story, I think maybe she knew something. No, I think she didn't know that before. But because of the picture, and then looked at the story, she goes that, does that mean you're my sister? And I goes, yeah, it's true. Kokoro's sister is Helena. Yeah, that's her flipping sister. Flipping weird. Noticed here, Helena really looks like a white woman and Kokoro looks Japanese. Now, what happens in real life? Sometimes your face goes on your father and sometimes your face will go on your mother. Now, looking at Kokoro, her face, because I've seen Miyako's photo. They actually made a picture of it on the internet. Miyako looks like Japanese. Her face has gone on her mother. And that's why she looks Japanese. And you see what's going on. So, does that mean Kokoro is a full sister of Helena? Yes. She is. All it is here is the parents are not from the same. When you call them like half casting, they're not the same. It's the parents who are different. But the daughters are real sisters. Okay? So here you go, that's Kokoro for you, yeah? I think in terms of Kokoro, I would say that's quite disappointing. I really thought she was a true Japanese character, which she did learn martial arts. Her mother is Japanese, but her father is a Japanese. That's weird. And her sister is Helena, an English woman. a French woman. So now we know Fame Douglas was French. Because we know in the story, Helena is a French woman in this. Okay? So I'm very disappointed with Kokoro. She's not actually original in terms of her parents. Which is weird. This developer is crazy, I'm telling you. They're flipping crazy. They're mixing up people, man. Like crazy. They got some stupid stories in this. Number 5 is Helena. As I already mentioned, Helena's father is Fame Douglas, who is French, father of course, and mother is a mother's name. Yeah, she's Japanese. Miyako is the same one. Obviously, Helena is a sister of Kokoro, as I told you. Yeah. Now Helena knows she's a sister. And Helena was a bit sad in this story mode. She goes, don't go alone and do this. Things like that, yeah. I just cried for her. She goes, you're the only family I have. That's what she mentioned in there. Yeah, it's been a painful story. But I don't like the idea Helena being a sister of Kokoro. I don't like that. Because she's an English woman, yeah? And, God, they're mixing up people, aren't they? They made Helena Kokoro's sister. Now, why does Helena look like an English woman? Because her face is gone on her father, Fame Douglas. That's why she looks like an English woman, yeah? But looking at Helena and Kokoro, you're never able to tell that's her real sister. Unless Helena or Kokoro tells you that. Right? Otherwise you'll never know. Because looking at their faces, they don't look identical, do they? They look different. Because one's on the father's side, one's on the mother's side. Now that's quite disappointing for Helena as well. I can't believe it. Flipping sister is Kokoro. Goodness sake, they're not different. She's got a French fighting style, Helena, and she's got Japanese fighting style, Kokoro. So this is another disappointing story, yeah, which is quite unusual. Now it's gonna go more crazier after this. Number 6, Hitomi. Now, I never knew Hitomi was not Japanese. She's not Japanese, you know. Hitomi's everything about Hitomi is a big mess up. I don't think anybody should like this character. She wasn't popular. There's a reason behind it why she's not popular. She appeared in Dialogue 3. I never used to look at characters' biography. When I just recently, oh my God, I was looked in 2025 when I read all this. I go, let's just take a look at Hitomi's biography. And I go, what? She's Germany? The woman's Germany, you know. Where's Germany? She's a German character. Hitomi's. Oh, these women are weird in this game. I swear, man. What the fuck is this? What kind of stupid stories are these? She's a flipping German. Sorry to use a word like that. I'm not cussing the Germans anyway. I don't like that Hitomi character. I'll tell you why. First of all, she's a German character. Yeah? Her father is Germany. And her father used to do karate. Yeah? That's what it is. A karate. He used to do karate. And that's same thing her father gave to Hitomi. She became into karate as well. Hitomi did. And you see what's going on. Now, she started doing karate as well. Okay? Now, there's two things I don't know about this character. If she's German character, why is she called Hitomi? She should have had a German name. See, you guys told I was trying to say something to German people. No, I got nothing against with German. This character name should be in German. Why she called Hitomi? This is stupid. Because her father is Germany. Because we don't know the father's name and the mother's name is not known. We don't know their names. But we just know that her father was Germany and he was into karate. Her name should have been in Germany. And her father should not be doing karate. He should be doing some kind of German, probably a military fighting stuff. And I would say Hitomi should have done a German fighting style. Basically, her name should be German name, and her fighting style should be German style. And she should not be called Hitomi. She should have been called something else. And if they wanted to call a character called Hitomi, then that Hitomi character should have been somebody else, not her. Yeah? Have you seen her face? Who does she look like? She doesn't even look like a German. She doesn't even look like a Japanese character. What the heck is she? Look at her face. They haven't got her face right. Her name, her face, fighting style are all wrong. They're all absolutely wrong stuff what they've done with this character. They should have brought another character called Hitomi. She should have been a true Japanese fighter, and her parents should have been Japanese as well. That's what Hitomi. Because if you look at girls in Japan who are called Hitomi, their parents are mixed up. There's few Hitomis in Japan who are famous, probably in different probably animes and movies. Or probably in some games. Their parents are Japanese, and that's what the name Hitomi called. Hitomi makes them famous for. Yeah, that's what it is. And something else about this, about Hitomi. If you guys play Demo 3, I'm going to show you some videos. Okay. Further on, who is Genra? And you know who the second character I'm talking about? Who was in Dead Life 3? There were two characters in that. One was Genra, we already know that. The second character is, which I think he appeared in Dead Life 2, Ultimate as well, on the Xbox. Ayane. It's Ayane. Ayane is the same character called Hayate. Now that's a disgrace for a Ninja Clan character called Hayate. He's called Ayane because Ayane, like Eins, so I dry like that. Eins means number one in Germany, and they use the name Ayane on this character who's Hayate in it. What's his story? Yeah, what's his connection with Hitomi? Okay. We're gonna go into that as well. Okay. So yeah. Hitomi's father is Germany. Now Hayate name is called Ayane. He's more like a German character as well now. Okay, that's what's going on here. Very weird character called Hitomi in this game. Now, the reason she's not popular, because her father is Germany. Yeah? People know her name was Hitomi, and she's doing Japanese martial arts. And I think because of that, she wasn't popular, and nobody actually liked that. Because people prefer Hitomi to do some like a German fighting style. They wanted something like that. Because I think this game doesn't even have a German fighting style. Yeah, isn't that stupid? Now, the character called Hitomi, which her name is wrong anyway, she should have done some kind of German stuff. And because of her father's story, which is already stupid, because he was doing Japanese martial art, and that's gone to Hitomi. She was doing the same thing. That's why she wasn't popular. Okay, number seventh character. Okay, let me just. Okay, number seventh here is Ayane, who's the same character as Hayate, as I told you. Ayane, why? What has he got to do with this? Okay, you know Hitomi's father. He found this guy called Hayate. Yeah, he pointed him to his dojo. And he's the person responsible, I'm talking about Ayane, who trained up Hitomi. Yeah? And in that German whole dojo, he was training up people in German. Ayane was. That's what he was doing in this. Now, this guy is turning more like into German now, isn't he? And he's listening to a German father to work for a dojo. I don't really think Japanese people will do that. That's just made of rubbish. Why would a Japanese martial art expert from the ninja Mugen Tenshu join a German dojo and teach the German people? And that's why Hitomi has got connection, because he was upbringing the family because of the martial art he was doing in the German old dojo. And that's why Hitomi now likes Ayane. Now you gotta understand this. This guy's not Ayane. This guy is Ninja Mugen Tenshu called Hayate. Now this is a big insult to the ninja clan. Don't know what Tecmo is doing to Hayate. Oh, check that out. Lisa, Kazuya. Now this is so stupid now, yeah? What's going on? They are insulting the damn characters in this game. Now you know what's Ayane, why he was called Ayane in this game. And did you see how stupid this game was? Now if you look at when you play the story in Dara 2 Ultimate, when you choose Kasumi, she comes from the back, doesn't she, like by the door, and she looks at Ayane. She goes, Hayate, my brother. And he just ignores her. Stupid, isn't that? Your own brother is ignoring you and is asking for a fight. Like Kasumi defeats Ayane and she puts him down like that. Well, deserves him right for doing that. Because he wasn't on his original roots. That's why Kasumi beated Ayane. Believe me, if Kasumi fighted Hayate, she would never have to defeat him. He only got defeated because he was Ayane. Because he was silly. Because of that silly German father. What he's made him do. That's what's happening here. Now if you look at another story, Dara 2 Ultimate, he was Ayane as well, isn't there? And she looked at Ayane as well. She knew that was her brother. He ignored her as well. And he fighted Ayane as well. The fool did. And I think Ayane, I don't know about that because there's no considering that. I think Ayane did beat Ayane because both of the girls are true Japanese martial art experts. And Ayane is acting like a German martial art expert, which was all about Hitomi's German father. Yeah, that's what's going on here. I think this story is completely wrong, I would say that, because a Japanese character would never ever join a German dojo and will listen to a German father. He will never do that. You're supposed to be going to his dojo. He's not supposed to be going to Hitomi's father's dojo. Isn't that wrong? Isn't that how stupid that is? Japanese people are superior martial art experts. It's martial art of Japanese people, of course. They're gonna be better at it. You gotta be trained by them. But this Ayane was training people in German. That is stupid. That's absolutely stupid. Because considering in Japan, when you got a person like Hayate, you're going to be just training up majority of Japanese people really. You wouldn't find anybody else really. Go to Japan and see what happens. This guy's making a fool out of people. The developer of Tecmo, he's making a fool out of you. Because considering it's going to be very, very rare. You're going to find English for whoever people in the Japanese martial arts in Japan. There probably will be, but there's going to be very, very limited and few people doing that. Because loads of people would prefer to do that, you see. These are different kind of people. They can think different. They can shout at you online. People know that. So they're not gonna bother doing that really. It's people who are very strong from inside. Only then people could join Japanese instructors in Japan. Yeah, it's like that. Because the Japanese instructors are normal people, you know. They don't like people who make mistakes. You have to understand that as well. So you have to be proper, really strong to join them. So look, all these dialogue characters is all a mess up. Now the only original character, look at this list here. When we look at Japanese parents here, it's Kasumi and Honoka. I'll tell you, I'll repeat that. Kasumi's father is Shiden, Japanese. Kasumi's mother, Ayame, is Japanese. Yeah. Now going on to Honoka. Father is Japanese. Raidou. Mother is Japanese. Megumi Yamato. Yeah, so there's two original parents here, Kasumi and Honoka. So I respect for these two characters, but I don't like the thing about Honoka is that their father is Raidou. He's a rapist. Yeah. Wow, thingy. Because he raped Ayame, didn't he? And Ayame is a mother of Kasumi and Ayane. Okay? That's the mother of them. That's how it works. So look at this story because Kasumi father is Shiden. Ayane's father is also Shiden. Kasumi's mother is Ayame. And Ayane's mother is also Ayame. Can you see that? But only with Ayane is just Raidou involved, the rapist, who raped, Raidou raped Ayame, Shiden's wife, who he raped. That's the silly story about here. Ayame, yeah. Ayane, sorry. And Kokoro obviously becomes a sister of thingy of Ayane because they both got a father called Raidou. That's what it is. I know her mother is Megumi Yamato, that's a different story. But the father of Ayane and Honoka is Raidou. That's why they become sisters, okay? So that's what's going on. So this is quite disappointing, I have to say that. With these characters, as original parents are only on Kasumi and Honoka. They should have thought a better story for these parents, man. For goodness sake. Not a mixing up like that. They're like mixing up characters. They're rapists. What the heck is going on in this flipping game? Yeah? That's very unusual. Helena being a Kokoro's sister. An English woman. That's insane. Crazy. And then Hitomi's German father brings Hayate called Ayane to his dojo to train up Hitomi and all the other German people. Oh, flip heck. This is so stupid. What the heck would a Japanese martial art do that? They're devoted to their own people there, Japanese people. They don't go after other people. They don't do things like that. That's wrong. This guy is just mixing up things. What reason? Why is he doing things like that? Put it this way. You're the developer of Dead or Alive 6. Yeah? The guy who made this game. Is his parents mixed up as well then? How will he answer that question? If he's, I'm sure his both parents must be Japanese. Yeah? But why did he make a story like this, mixing up people, and then putting rapists and an English character making another sister as well? What's all this about? Your own family's not like that. Why are you showing stories like this? I'm sorry to say, if this is bothering you, my videos, but this video is important because these game developers are messing up stories and they're showing stupid things to the public and people who are playing this game. I got really disappointed. I find it really offensive. Honestly, I'm really offended with this material. What's in this game? I'm sure Tekken 2 Wiiu Edition didn't do anything like that. If you do log research on Tekken 2, let's just talk about one character in this game of Tekken 2, Jin Kazama. Who's his parents? Are they Japanese? His father's name is Kazuya and his mother's name is Jun. Wow! Both Japanese. Look at that! Jin Kazama is original, boss. Original. He's original. And Kazuya's father is Hiyachi Mishima. Do you get it? Now, if that's his father, then Jin Kazama's grandfather is Hiyachi Mishima. And he's Japanese as well. Oh, that's cool. Hey, the story's cool. There he is, Jin Kazama versus Jin. There you go. The bad boy. Yeah, Jin Kazama. Yeah, you're wicked. I don't think there's been a better character than Jin Kazama in a video game. I think he's one of the coolest fighter ever in a video game. Look at that. Look how cool he looks. I like his pants he's wearing with his stomach out. Yeah, wicked, the guys. He's one of the greatest fighter in a video game. Nobody can actually beat this guy. No, nobody can. So yeah, he's one of the greatest fighter out there, yeah? Jin Kazama is. So there you have it, yeah? Yeah, Ryubusa is a cool fighter as well. I think Ryubusa must be original, yeah? Kasumi is original, so, you know, Honoka is original as well. So I'm sure Ryubusa must be alright as well in the LF6 game, yeah? I haven't gathered information on Ryubusa. I'm sure he's alright. Maybe there's no information on his parents in it. He is from a Japanese village, Ryobusa. They do call him Master Ryu. So yeah, that's really, really cool. So there you go. This is a weird plot of characters in Dollar 6 up to par now. Wonder what's gonna happen in Dollar 7. Who's a new character approaching that? And what new weird and strange stories they're gonna bring in there? We have to just see what happens. Give your likes, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.